Hello everyone, myself Rameshwari Holkar and I'm Center Head at Excel Civils Academy in Hyderabad. In the previous sessions, we have already completed the rivers that originate from the Himalaya. That is Indus, Ganga as well as Brahmaputra. In today's session, we are going to learn the rivers that originate in the central highland of India. And the next few sessions, we are going to cover the rivers that originate from the Western Ghat as well as Eastern Ghat as well. So this will be the structure of our rivers that we have covered this area. Now we are entering into this area. From the central highland, the two important rivers originate. One is the Narmada and another is the Tapi. In today's session, we will learn about the river Narmada. So the Narmada river originates from this Michael range. Now Michael range, on the Michael range there is Amarkantak plateau. From that plateau, from this Michael range, this river Narmada originates. Now where is this Michael range? So if you see this and observe this, Michael range creates a border almost on the borderline of eastern part of Madhya Pradesh and the Chhattisgarh as well. So this is basically north to south extension. We have this Michael range. Here from this Michael range there is a Amarkantak plateau from where this Narmada river originates. Now it flows through the Rift Valley. Now the rift has created by these multiple mountain ranges. On the other side we have a Vindhya range. You can observe here the Vindhya range. In the southern direction we have this Satpura range, then Gawaligar range, and then we have a Mahadev range. And to the eastern side we have this Michael range. So between this Vindhya, Satpura, Gawaligar as well as Mahadev and Michael, this river flows, right? But basically between these two mountain ranges, it creates a rift, and from this rift, this valley, this river flows, and finally it drains into the Arabian Sea nearby the Alia Bet Delta in the Gulf of Khambat. That is a basic information about this river Narmada. You can keenly observe this geographic map of this Narmada river. It is not just about the river but also the geography of that region is equally very important. Now there are some basic information we can also understand. This is the 5th largest river in India, originate in the Amarkantak plateau and drain into Gulf of Cambay. Then through this course it flows between these three states. One is obviously Madhya Pradesh, then Gujarat, and then very small part or small portion of this Maharashtra. From these three states this river flows. Northern side it is bounded by the Vindhyas, eastern side by Michael, and the southern side Satpura, Gawaligar as well as Mahadev. Again remember for the preliminary examination that Tropic of Cancer crosses once, or even we can say that the river Narmada crosses Tropic of Cancer once during its upper course. Remember this fact for the preliminary examination. Again it creates a natural river boundary between the state of Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra as well as Maharashtra and Gujarat. So this river is creating a natural border. Again remember this river flows through a beautiful gorge, and that gorge is basically created in the region of Beda Ghat in Madhya Pradesh. It is by the nearby the Jabalpur region. You can see this Beda Ghat. If you have seen the movie Mohenjo-daro, you can see that the main lead and actor is fighting with one of the crocodile or a gharial in the region. In the movie of Mohenjo-daro, basically it is based on the Harappan civilization, but that shooting happened in the region of this Beda Ghat. Now this Beda Ghat has, it's a very beautiful landscape formed by this marble. Marble is a metamorphic rock formed out of the sandstone, which is a sedimentary rock. Now this Beda Ghat, you can see there is a beautiful gorge has constructed. Can you able to see? During the sunrise and sunset, it is a very beautiful scenic view we can see in the Beda Ghat. Now this Beda Ghat, it is created a gorge. Basically gorge is also a valley, but on the upper and the lower the width is exactly same. You can see this to this upper level and at the bottom side. You will see the both of them having a similar width, which is known as a gorge. Now after flowing this create a very beautiful waterfall which is known as a Dhuadhar waterfall. I will show you the picture of Dhuadhar waterfall as well. So this is the Dhuadhar waterfall created nearby this Beda Ghat by this river Narmada. So there is another beautiful two pictures are there of this Beda Ghat gorge. You can see again the width. You can see this marble rock, and this river Narmada is flowing through this gorge, right? This is very important information which is important for the preliminary examination. Now, when we learn about the ecological perspective of this river Narmada, remember that there are three important national parks to which this Narmada river basin provides the water supply. The first is the Satpura National Park, then Fossil National Park and Kanha National Park. Those are in the southern part of Madhya Pradesh. Now, I have written Pench National Park, but remember that Pench National Park does not get water supply from the Narmada river basin. It gets water supply from the Godavari river basin, and very particularly from the Vainaganga river. So Pench get water supply from the Vainaganga river, which is a tributary of the Godavari river. But these three national parks, Satpura, Fossil National Park as well as Kanha National Park, get water supply from this Narmada river. But again, for the Narmada river, again remember, very particular if you talk about the tributaries, the Tava tributary and other is a Denava tributary. These are the both tributaries that supplies water to this region. Okay, so now Tava is the Narmada's largest tributary, remember that as well. It rises in the Satpura range from the Betul plateau, right? So it flows between Vindhya and Satpura. Narmada flows between both of these ranges, but Tava originates from the Satpura range and then enter into this valley or the Rift Valley. Again, this flows or supply water to the India's oldest forest reserve, that is a Bori Reserve Forest, which is a part of Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. This all information is very important for the ecological perspective or the biodiversity for the subject of the environment. Now, Denava River, which originates in the Dhupagar, again Denava is tributary of the Tava, and directly Tava is a tributary of this river Narmada. Satpura Range, Satpura Tiger Reserve, Kanha and Fossil National Park all are located on this basin of this river Narmada. Very important information for the prelims perspective. Now, again, one of the cultural importance for the Narmada or the mythological importance of the Narmada is very high in India's traditional and the culture as well. So, in India, we have a 12 Jyotirlinga. Out of this 12 Jyotirlinga, 2 Jyotirlinga lies in the region of the state of Madhya Pradesh. The one is a Mahakaleshwar Jyotirlinga and other is a Omkareshwar Jyotirlinga. Now, Omkareshwar Jyotirlinga is situated on the bank of river Narmada. But when we talk about the Mahakaleshwar Jyotirlinga, which is there in the Ujjain, it is located on the bank of river Kshipra, and the Kshipra is tributary of the river Chambal. We have seen it in the previous sessions as well. So remember, only Omkareshwar Jyotirlinga get water supply from this river Narmada. So this is again a beautiful picture of this Omkareshwar Jyotirlinga from the Madhya Pradesh, from the Khandwa district. Right now, if we talk about the economic importance of this river Narmada, understand that this Narmada has a multi-purpose projects. The project can be Omkareshwar, Narmada Sagar or Indira Sagar we can call, again Sardar Sarovar Sagar. All of these are the multi-purpose project. And why they are establishing multiple project on the river Narmada? Because it has a natural gradient, a natural slope, and the gradient is very high. You can see that the river originates from the mountain and it enters into the plain region, right? So the gravity or natural gravity, because of that, to create a hydroelectricity, it is very easy, right? The second reason we can consider is that this entire tableland is seismically very stable, because this region comes into the seismic zone 2 and seismic zone 3, that is a low risk and medium risk. So earthquake issues that we can neglect in this area, as well as remember the other states like Gujarat and even certain portion of the Maharashtra also are the drought prone region. If we particularly talk about the Gujarat, then 75% of the Gujarat region is a catchment area is a drought prone. So by holding back this water and storing this water on the Narmada basin is one of the best option to provide electricity as well as irrigation facility in the region, or particularly for these 4 states through which this Narmada rivers has some direct or indirect benefit. Now we are going to see which are those multi-purpose projects. You can please understand this diagram so that where exactly this projects are located. The first you can see the Narmada Sagar project, which is also known as a Indira Sagar project. The second is we have Omkareshwar, then Maheshwar, and then the upcoming, that is a Sardar Sarovar project. Now we are going to learn about this Indira Sagar project. It is also known as a Narmada Sagar project. It is the largest dam in India, followed by, and if I am talking about the largest dam, it is with respect to the volume that it can hold, right? So it is the largest dam in India in terms of volume of water it stored, followed by the important Nagarjun Sagar, which is located on the river Godavari in between the state of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So this is the largest dam with respect to the volume of water it held or store. And remember that the foundation started in 1984 by Prime Minister Indira Gandhi during the 6th five-year plan. Remember about this Indira Sagar Dam. Now, another important project, that is a Sardar Sarovar Dam or Sardar Sarovar project. Now, this project is very important to provide the electricity as well as water supply to 4 important states, that is Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat as well as Rajasthan. So all these 4 areas, through this region or through this project, through the canal irrigation or any other facilities of the irrigation project, getting water supply. Along with that, there is the electricity supply as well. So in 1961, India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, and then of course along with the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the foundation laid down. And again this project took in 1979 the development started. Also World Bank provided certain amount of financial support for this project. And the world's tallest statue, that is a Statue of Unity, is located on this dam. It just faces to that dam, that is a Sardar Sarovar Dam. So that's it about the river Narmada system. That information is more than sufficient. I want all of you to go through these videos multiple times to give you more understanding about these videos. Thank you so much. In the next series or the next session, we will complete the previous year questions and some more multiple type of questions for the practice purpose. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.